Hi, my name is Brian with Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio, and welcome back to another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com. Alright, we have a Kenmore top-load washer, and the complaint is that it stops in the rinse cycle and won't advance or it won't spin. So the first thing that I noticed when we open the lid here is I don't hear the sound of the lid switch clicking. Usually when you open and close this lid, you'll hear the switch clicking on and off, or open and close. So if we look here where our lid switch is in the back right corner here, if you take something and press down in there, you can just see that it's not springing back up and down when you push it down, and that it's just not clicking. So by feel of it, you can just tell that it's broken. So what we're going to have to do is replace our lid switch to repair our washer. The tools needed for this repair are a Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and a 5/16 nut driver. Alright, the first thing we'll have to do is access our lid switch harness inside the console here. So what we're going to do is both of our end caps here, we're just going to take and pry on the top to remove the tabs that release the end caps. And then underneath there, there's going to be 2 Phillips screws down at the bottom to remove. And now we can slide the bottom of the console towards us and then lift up. And it's hinged, so we can flip it up. And then this right here is going to be our lid switch harness. So we're going to unplug our lid switch harness. Alright, next thing we got to do is remove our 2 clips that hold our cabinet in place. Alright, and then the one on the right side as well. Just insert your screwdriver here. Push your screwdriver towards the back, which releases the clip towards the front and removes it from the cabinet. Alright, so now we can remove the cabinet from the base. We're just going to pull the top of the cabinet off like this and lift up the bottom. Slide it out like that. Alright, so underneath here there's 1 screw that we got to take out for the ground wire. And then our wires for our lid switch are held in a clip that's on the bottom here, so we're going to pull the clip out here and release our wires. There's also a clip on the back side here for the other wires. So now we got all that loosened here. Our harness that goes up through the cabinet here, there's just 2 tabs to push in on either side of it, and it will release it down and out there. And then inside of here, when we open the lid up, you'll see the 2 Phillips head screws that you have to remove to unmount the lid switch. Now we can remove our old lid switch. Alright, this is our new lid switch, and this is the conduit that the wires go through of the lid switch. We're going to match up our old one with the new one. You can see our old one is much smaller for the conduit, so they have a break-off point on the new one. This works for a couple different styles, short or long on the conduit, so we're just going to snap that off there to make it the right length and remove the extra, and now we can install our lid switch onto the cabinet. Alright, so to install our new lid switch, first thing I'm going to do is take the harness and push it up through the cabinet. It's keyed, so it's only going to go up there one way. And next, starting from that point, the next location for our job here would be to put these wires into our clip here. And then the next spots over here, our other clip for the conduit. Snap that behind the clip there. And now we'll go ahead and attach our ground screw with our 5/16 nut driver. Alright, we'll install our ground wire with our 5/16 screw. now we can mount our lid switch in place right there. Alright, then we're going to take our lid switch here. These are where the two screws go in, through the two screws of the cabinet here. And this is the switch part of it. When our lid closes, the actuator hits the switch and closes the switch. So we'll put that in place, install our two screws. Next, we can reinstall our cabinet onto the base, and you're going to line up, there's a tab at the bottom of the base and some notches that the cabinet's going to go on, so you're going to slide it underneath the front lip and onto the side tracks, or the side part of the cabinet there, and then kind of tip it like that with the front tipped out, or the back tipped up. And then bring it down into position to sit onto the cabinet. Alright, and with that in position, you can take your two clips, insert it into the back panel first, and then push it down into the holes of the cabinet we removed, left and right side. And then we can put our wire harness back into our new lid switch harness. There's a tab here that will lock into place on the tab there. So push it in, make sure it clips and locks into place where you can't pull it back out. And then we can bring our control panel back down. And on the control panel, there's going to be tabs, two tabs on each side that'll line up with the holes on the top of the cabinet there. So you'll line those up, push it down and push it back. You shouldn't be able to lift it up now, and your screw holes will line up if you line that up right. We can go ahead and put our screws back in. Alright, we can put our plastic end caps back in place. I'm going to insert the top of them first, and then snap the bottoms into place, or you can also insert the bottom first and then snap the top into place. Actually, that's what I prefer to do, is the bottoms first and then snap the tops into place. It's a little bit easier that way. So, all right, now we got it all back together, and you can hear when we open and close the lid, you'll be able to hear the click of the switch. We'll go ahead and fill it up and run it through a test cycle. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com.